Hi, I'm Justin Slagle, CEO and co-founder of the Partner Masters. Hey, I want to take you through solution designations. Specifically today, we're going to talk about the modern work, SMB, and enterprise solution designations. We talk to partners almost every day who talk about Microsoft moving away from silver and gold has made it really difficult for us to achieve these. And I want to show you it's probably not as hard as you think. So we just started going through this process less than 3 months ago whenever we started making our way away from Microsoft to start the Partner Masters. And I want to show you we've actually achieved this in less than 3 months. We didn't even sell a single license of CSP to any customer. So let's take a look here and let's look inside Partner Center. I'll show you exactly some tips and tricks on how we did it. So as we look through here, I'm on the Solution Partner, Modern Work SMB, and here you can see that there are 5 different boxes, different things that you have to do. You've got your performance, one single box here for net customer adds, skilling, we've got intermediate and advanced, and then down here in the bottom we have customer success is deployments and usage growth. So really it breaks down to 2 things. You've got customers, associating yourself to your customers, and then you've got your certifications. I want to point out a couple of things, especially down here in the bottom when we look at associating customers. So if you read here, customer success, I'm going to open this up and you'll see here that points are calculated for both CSP and CPOR separately. So there's a certain amount of points. You can see, like I said, we didn't do anything with CSP. We haven't sold any CSP licenses. However, we do CPOR associations. So CPOR associations, eligible customer tenants, as long as they have at least one workload with at least 11 to 300 seats, it counts. Now, what are the different workloads? Intune, Exchange, Pro Plus, it's all listed out here for you. Okay. Again, for this one, you've got to have CPOR. I'm going to talk about CPOR in another video and another blog down the road. There are a ton of benefits for doing CPOR, but one of them is if you look at the points, right here you'll see that each net new deployment receives 5 points, whereas you look over here for CSP, each net new deployment gets 2.5 points. You get twice as much points for doing CPOR than you do CSP. Just one of the many benefits of doing that. And if we go over to look at the other box here, when we look at usage growth, again, CSP, you get 0.015 points. When you do CPOR, actually you get 0.06. It's 4 times more if you're doing CPOR as opposed to CSP. So same thing here, eligible tenants, you have to have between any one workload between 11 and 300. Here it's all the same eligible workloads and partner association, either CPOR or CSP. You don't get credit for both. It's either or, but you get 4 times more credit if you do CPOR. So make sure you're doing your CPOR claims. Up on the top for performance, those same CPOR customers are also available here. So you can see it's CPOR and CSP are valid customer types. So as long as you're adding customers, you get 2 points per customer, whether it's CSP or CPOR. So if you're doing some CSP, you're probably seeing, hey, the numbers here are going to continue to go up. If you're doing CPOR, your numbers will go up as well. Okay, but then it gets into the tricky part, and that's when it comes to skilling. And I sometimes hear partners say, "Well, they're making us get a bunch of people certified." Well, let's look at this. When you look at the intermediate certifications, I'm going to open this up, and you'll see here that for each person, you receive 5 points with a maximum of 10. So you can have 2 people who have certifications. Well, if you look at the different types of Microsoft certifications, the very top one here is the Microsoft 365 Fundamentals. This is the MS 900. To me, this is the salesperson exam. Everyone on my team takes the MS 500 exam. Anybody who sells Microsoft 365 should be able to go through and do this. In fact, we talked to a partner just the other day. We told him, hey, look, don't wait for your engineers to go out and get certified. Just go take the MS 900. We talked to him on a Thursday, scheduled the test for Monday. He told us on Monday, hey, I passed. Congratulations. That's all it takes. You have to have at least 1 point in every bucket. So if one person can pass the salesperson exam, that MS 900, then you achieve your points, at least 5 of the 10 points by having one person take that exam. And then when you look at the advanced certifications, here you'll be able to see, yes, there is a Microsoft 365 Certified Administrator Expert, or it used to be known as the Enterprise Administrator Expert, but there's also Teams Meetings and Meetings Room Technical Assessment. This is literally a 35-question online quiz. Open book, you can take it as many times as you need to. And if you have one person pass this online assessment, you get 15 points. So a lot of times we'll see partners, we're talking to them and they'll have the performance, they'll have their customer success, but they don't have the skilling. maybe they don't have the advanced cert, just go take that online quiz. It's really not as hard as you think it is to achieve these solution designations. The modern work solution designations, especially the SMB, not that difficult. And if we switch over to enterprise, it's really looking at the same thing. The only real difference here is that when you're looking at the net new customers, the eligible customer tenants are at least 300 seats. So not the 11 to 300, but they have to have at least one workload with at least 300 seats. And so here, again, when you look at the skilling, the same MS900 exam is here. When you look at the advanced skilling, still the Teams meetings and meeting room assessment is still here. So in this particular case, you get 7.5 points instead of 15. So you got to get 2 people to pass the exam. And over here, you get 2.5 points for each person that's passed this. So you may want to have a few other people pass the MS900 exam. So same thing for customer success. But in this case, there's no CSP versus CPOR. It's DPOR and CPOR. DPOR more going away. CPOR, I just highly recommend this, and I'll do another blog and video on CPOR down the road so you guys can catch up. But hey, I just want to take just a few minutes to show you guys getting your modern work solution designation. It's not that bad, not that hard. Any one of you can go out and achieve this. Let me know in the comments below if you've had success with this, and hopefully you've gotten a few good tips.